Ethan Skolnick, 5 Reasons Sports. Bam, to that end, it did seem like there were open shots for a lot of guys in the first half. When you went into halftime, were you comfortable with the process, even if the results weren't where you wanted them?
Definitely comfortable with the shots we took. You know, I felt like we had a lot of open shots tonight. Ball just didn't go in. That's part of the game, but I feel like our shooters have bounced back.
We'll go to the left side, 4th row.
Bam, Nick Friedel, ESPN. You said before the series started that the key would be to not get Jokic going from a passing standpoint. What can you do to limit that aspect of his game moving forward?
I feel like early in the game, miscommunications caused a lot of our guys to, not talk enough, miscommunications, and a lot of guys were open in the first half. I feel like going into the second half, we definitely got better with the cadence and talk through it more.
Left side, 1st row.
Bam, Pat Graham, Associated Press. I guess, a lot of things coming into the series was maybe fatigue and elevation. Do you feel like in Game 2 you guys have kind of weathered that things and could put that to rest?
Honestly, I don't think that was a part of the game anyway. I didn't even think about the altitude until you just said it. But the biggest thing is I just feel like we just missed open shots. We took care of the ball. We got it where it was supposed to go. We just missed shots today.
Left side, 3rd row.
Anthony Chang, Miami Herald. Haywood, Bam. You guys only took 2 free throws tonight. Do you feel like you guys weren't aggressive enough offensively? Do you think that's kind of the reason for that low number?
Let me answer that. Yeah, I didn't even realize we took 2 free throws only, and it was only my 2 free throws. So that was pretty interesting. I think we were aggressive, but we did shoot a lot of jump shots because we were open. But yeah, it's kind of weird having 2 free throws. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, we made history.
We're going to stay on the left side, 4th row.
Bam, West Lamb, WorldWideWest.com. Bam, in regards to the free throws also, and were there any thoughts in terms of the locker room post-game about that at all, or Coach Bowman to that at all?
No. I mean, when we got in the locker room and seeing the stat sheet, I feel like we were all shocked that we only had 2 free throws. But we're going to watch film tomorrow, get our minds wrapped around it, and I feel like we'll shoot more in Game 2.
We're going to go to the right side, 2nd row.
Heat.com. Haywood, sort of similar to how you got some high-level assignments last series, you got some minutes on Jamal tonight. What's unique about trying to go against him specifically?
Yeah, Jamal, he's a 3-level scorer. He can shoot the 3, he can pull up and get to the rim. Just got to make it difficult as much as possible. He's a crafty player, has a good handle. He's in good condition. So, we just got to key in on him and just make it as tough as possible for him. And, yeah, I'll probably be guarding him a lot this series as well. And we got a lot of different guys who can guard him. So it'll be interesting to see, how we do.
1st row.
Tomer Zarli from Clutch Points. Bam, how do you ask Jimmy this? How do you kind of balance, not just feeling your way through a game or a series and putting your head down and making things happen as opposed to just taking kind of what they give you?
You said you asked this about Jimmy? Oh, okay. That's what Spo wants us to do. He wants us to be aggressive. He wants us to be assertive. He wants us to make things happen. He wants us to create. And, with that responsibility, we got to be smart with it. And I feel like all the shots that me and Jimmy took were good shots. And we missed a couple. I feel like my teammates missed a couple, but like I said, I feel like we'll bounce back Game 2.
We're going to go to the right side, 2nd row.
Haywood, for you, Will Guillory from The Athletic. Haywood, for you, just going from your minutes up and down during the regular season to you're at the point now, like you said, you're probably going to play a prominent role moving forward. Just what's that like for you being on this stage and knowing that you're going to be playing an important role?
Yeah, this is the ultimate, stage, the finals. So I'm prepared for it. I've been, working at this my whole life. I'm built for this. The ups and downs through the season that I've been through, and the ups and downs I've been through in my career. So, I'm ready to go. And, I'm built for this, like I said.
We're going to go in the middle, Joe Varden, and then take one more question.
Bam, I promise I'm not trying to get you fined, but two foul shots to 20. That's quite a discrepancy, but it doesn't seem like you guys are complaining about the officiating.
If I do say something, will you take the fine? Like I said, I just feel like we can't even get into that. We can't let them dictate the game. I just feel like we took a lot of jump shots, and we missed a lot of them instead of getting to the basket. Like I said, we're going to watch film and get back to the drawing board.
Thank you, gentlemen.
See, why he don't get fined for saying that?
Hold up, though. He hit him with the mic, though.
Haywood Highsmith. Free throw in game one. Let's listen in to both men at the podium.
On the right side, third row.
Yeah, John Honser from The Athletic. Jimmy, I'm just curious how you were feeling physically tonight, especially coming from the Game 7 in Boston, flying straight here, the altitude. Just how did it all feel for you on the court tonight?
Felt great. I think everybody felt great. Missed some shots, didn't get back a little bit, but overall, I feel like everybody's win was good. Everybody was moving well. We just lost the game.
Next question, first row on the right side. Okay, we're going to go on the left side here, third row, gentlemen. Yes.
Anthony Chang, Miami Herald. Jimmy, Gabe. Did it take a while? Did it feel like it took a while to get used to Denver's offense, just in the unique way to kind of generate shots around the rim, especially in the paint there early on?
They're a physical group, and I think we had to adjust to their physicality early, especially myself. They had a couple layups on me early that we had to adjust to. But, it's a long series. First to 4 wins, adjustments will be made, and we'll learn from this loss.
First row in the middle, Joe Varden.
Joe Varden, The Athletic. 2 questions. First, Gabe, you got kicked in the head there. I was wondering how you're doing after that. And then when teams play the Nuggets in the playoffs, when they see them for the first time, they remark with how much force they play. And so I'm just wondering what you thought of the Nuggets through one game.
I got a lot of hair on my head, so my head's doing all right, thankfully. But they're a good team. They're well coached. They're talented. It's going to be a challenge. It's the finals. We don't expect it any other way. We're looking forward to game 2.
I definitely think they came out with a lot of physicality, and we have to be able to match that. They did their job on their home floor. You have to say that, but we will be ready. Like he said, we will adjust, do some things very differently, and come out here and be ready to get one for game 2.
Left side in the fifth row.
Jimmy, Nick Friedel, ESPN. Why do you think the offense struggled so much to find its rhythm throughout the night?
Probably because we shot a lot of jump shots myself, probably leading that pack instead of putting pressure on the rim, getting layups, getting to the free throw line. When you look at it during the game, they all look like the right shots. And I'm not saying that we can't, as a team, make those, but got to get more layups, got to get more free throws. And whenever you miss and don't get back, the games get out of hand kind of quickly. We gave up too many layups, which we also can't have happen. But that's it as a whole. We got to attack the rim a lot more, myself included.
On the left side, fourth row.
Jimmy and Gabe, both for you. Wes Goldberg, Locked On Podcast Network. It felt like Bam was involved in the offense even more than in previous series. Was there things that you guys were able to do as this game went on to just play off of him a little bit more than maybe you guys were doing earlier?
I think we're always trying to find Bam. And the way they guard, he tended to be open with some of our sets a bit, and he made some good reads tonight and made some shots. He's aggressive. We're going to need him to continue to be aggressive and continue to attack and continue to make the right reads for us.
I agree. When Bam is making shots, I think he makes everybody's job a lot easier. We want him to continually be aggressive, and he was making, the right passes when he couldn't get a bucket as well. And those shots will fall for everybody next game. Stay with it. Keep playing that style of basketball. But in the end, if we guard a little bit better, not give up so many layups, get back. I think the game's a little bit different.
Staying on the left side, second row.
Peter Bow with The Athletic. Jimmy, I'm curious, Haywood Highsmith seemed like he was a bright spot for you guys tonight. Just what did you see out of his game, and what has he done to kind of earn more and more playing time?
He's comfortable and confident. He shoots the ball very well. He cuts to the rim. He guards. He does anything and everything that you ask him to do. Tonight he spaced the floor incredibly well. He had some timely cuts, some stops, some hustle plays, and that's what made his mark in this league for him, and he's continuing to do it even in the finals.
Going to the right side, second row.
From MoreHeadHeat.com, Jokic had an efficient night and also had the 14 assists, so he kind of got to both parts of his game. How do you think you guys did in this first attempt with him, and what do you want to adjust with his unique style of play?
I mean, he's talented. He's an MVP. He's going to make plays. He's going to be great at times. We just got to continue to make it difficult. Be physical with him when we can. Like we mentioned, take away the layups, try to take away these cuts, and attack him on offense.
Staying on the right side, second row.
With the way Will Guillory with The Athletic, with the way they move off the ball, how difficult is it just to prevent some of those switches that lead to some of those Aaron Gordon post-ups or Michael Porter Jr. shots at the rim, and how much is that going to be a focus in Game 2, not allowing them to create some of those switches?
I think it was a focus in Game 1. It obviously will be a focus in Game 2 as well. We just got to be better when we put body on body and making sure that we're challenging everything at the rim, not giving up back cuts and slips for open threes. I think whenever we watch this film, it's going to look way worse than it really is, but that's the only way you're going to learn from it.
Two more questions, first row.
Tomer Zarley from Clutch Points. Jimmy, you play an all-around game. You have been for a while. How do you balance kind of feeling your way through a game versus, putting your head down, attacking, and not just playing off what they give you, but making stuff happen yourself?
I think I've done well in that area. I'm always going to pass the ball to my teammates. I have so much belief and faith in them that they're going to take and make shots, and if they can't, then they're going to make the next play. That's how we've been playing all year long. That's not going to change now that we're in the finals. Maybe I have to be a little bit more aggressive. I got to put pressure on the rim. Me with no free throws, that was all on myself, nobody else. So, we'll definitely correct that next game, but only I can do that.
Final question, fourth row on the right side.
Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. Jamal got off to a really hot start, was able to get both to his pull-up game and into his facilitating game. Gabe, I'm wondering what kind of challenges does he prevent when you try to lock up one-on-one? And Jimmy, I know you kind of went after him a few times one-on-one, try to get that switch. Is that a way you can get into his legs a little bit more in Game 2?
I mean, Jamal's a talented player. He can score in a number of ways. I think one of the things that makes him difficult to guard is when he gets off the ball. And then you got to deal with the cuts, and he's circling back, and they know they're looking for him. So when he's off the ball, you already know the ball is going to end up in his hands at some point. He's a dynamic scorer. He poses threats in different ways, and he's relentless. So it'll be a tall task, and we'll continue to work at it.
And for me, you got to